Hello, it's Semmie here, and we're back with another one. I know it's been a while, had some technical difficulties. Today we are here for an album review. I actually never done one of these before. This will be my first album review that I've ever done on this channel, and also the first album review that I'm doing for 2025. So give it up. Okay. But and this is honestly going to be one of the best, has been one of the best albums I've heard in 2025. It's one of the best, and honestly, I love a good majority of all the songs. I was like really blown away at this project, and this is Mayhem by Lady Gaga. Wait to go over this album. And basically what we're going to do is that, first of all, I love this album already, so what we're not going to do is like kind of categorize which ones are above the other. What I tend to do is that we're going to categorize into two different playlists that I have called the Sexy Club playlist, which is kind of like an upbeat, like dance club type of playlist, you know, when you're ready to go out and have fun. And then another playlist that I have, which is called Romantic Night for Two, and we're going to go over those two playlists and see which one those songs belong to. Normally, I do a lyric breakdown, but this is 18 songs, so we're going to go pretty, we're gonna go through each song briefly, and then we're gonna categorize which playlist they belong to, kind of understand the vibes, and then towards the end of this video, I will do my own personal ranking of which ones I love more and which ones I feel like are just speaking to me personally. This is not a ranking of which one is the best to worst. Most of these songs, and I would say pretty much almost all these songs, honestly, on this album are great. It's just a matter of like my personal taste, and I do like some more pop songs more than others because I am a pop head. So let's get into it. First song we're gonna go over is Disease, which she already released as a single, but I actually didn't really get into Disease up until this album, so this is kind of really like a first listen for me as well. It's very electronic, wow. Production and the beat for this is so good. Even this the sound that, it's like this little like in the background that has like this little chain effect. It's like, wow, it's like I don't know, like I hear like this little metal sound like in the background. Like the production is so clean and clear and precise. Like it's very, very pristine. Like it's very, very pristine and clean, and the sounds that I'm hearing, it's like it literally creates like an image in my mind with this like production. It's kind of cool. So hands down, this is going into Sexy Club Pony playlist. But honestly, I feel like this is also a little bit darker, so I feel like it deserves its own playlist, and maybe I'll do that in another day, and I'll have like a third playlist where this is a little bit for more darker, less kind of like partying music, but a little bit more melancholy, upbeat tempo type of music, not the one that's like fun and light, but a little bit darker. So we go into the next song, which is Abracadabra. Okay, we kind of know this is going straight into the Sexy Club Pony playlist. A lot of the clubs that I've been going to, or that I've even been seeing online, have been playing this, already been doing the dances. This is definitely a bop, and if you want to see the full reaction of me actually breaking down the music video and the lyrics, you can go see it on my channel right here. It's probably right somewhere around here. To the link. Okay. Garden of Eden. Now, this song is my favorite. One of. I have it saved in my personal playlist as like my everyday music. Something about this that kind of reminds me of rock, but like this, like I don't know if anyone remember, like I love Twilight, and there was like this soundtrack, one of the songs, and I think it was the guitar on that song that this song reminds me of. Like they have like a similar guitar sound and even kind of like background vocals that you stereotypically hear like a little bit in rock, that matches like this beautiful electric bass. It's Like, it's gritty and it's dirty. Bop. 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 The way that it switches and then it goes into I take you to the Garden of Eden. Come on now. The way that it takes you to I take you to the Garden of Eden. I take you to the Garden of Eden. Next. Perfect Celebrity. Perfect Celebrity. This one a lot of people love. I'm still kind of getting into it. I actually forgot how this one goes, so I'm gonna play it and it's actually gonna remind me. I do remember some aspects of the song. What really stood out to me was the lyrics. The lyrics were so cutting deep. Like, I love the lyrics and what she was talking about being a perfect celebrity, and I think she was referring to herself. That's what I remember more so about from this song, but I kind of do a little bit forgot how the melody went, so I'm gonna play it again. So this is gonna be like refreshing my memory. That switch is so smooth and cool. Oh, changed the whole vibe. Yeah, this one definitely kind of is a little bit more moodier. It kind of would have belonged in the same, like Disease. It is a beat, but there's like a bit more serious tone. It's more melancholy. It's deep. It's more moody. This a little bit less light, and it makes sense. The lyrics is a little bit more deeper. I'm not saying you can't have deep, lighthearted songs, but I do feel personally a more melancholy, moody, slow burn and then hype type of song, and I love those. She has tons of those on this album, but this one's Perfect Celebrity is definitely a mood, slow. What I call a slow burn. Yeah, I like that one. Perfect Celebrity is definitely deep. Definitely in another a third one. I can't really put it into Sexy Club, into Sexy Club Pony playlist or anything like that. Vanish Into You is definitely a fave of mine. I am obsessed with this song. I low-key think I might do a cover to it. Be on the lookout for that. Or maybe, but this is definitely one song that is so this is definitely a romantic night for two. Even though it has like, it's not as, on my romantic night for two playlist, it's a little bit more like softer and chill, like kind of like ballad music. But this song, lyricism wise, kind of matches a more romantic tone that's fit for that playlist. Like, I can't really, I mean, I could turn up to Vanish Into You. Like, I could turn up to Vanish Into, I mean, I think some people can. Like, I also could hear this on the radio next after Abracadabra as a next single. Like, same thing for How Bad Do You Want Me. But I definitely feel like it's a little bit more like this. It's kind of, someone say, is it romantic? I feel like it's a little bit romantic. It's honest. It's a little bit raw, and I do feel like it's a little bit more relationship oriented. So that's why. Oh my god, I love that. Don't be surprised if she releases as another single. I feel like my intuition says she might release this as a single. Come back to this video and say you've been right, Stefan, when she does. Yeah, definitely Vanish Into You, a fave. Killer. I got Prince, MJ vibes, and due to this SNL performance, my love for this song. Killer wasn't even on my radar until I really felt like, I remember me going through it too when I was listening to it, and I did save it, but for some reason, like, I think there's 14 songs. Excuse my short attention span, but like, I guess there's certain songs like I remember more so from the track than others, but then a good amount of the others are still good, and I'm always like, oh, I remember this. This was also good too. I can only, I guess, take up a certain number of like songs that are good on the track. I mean, on an album project. So, but Killa was definitely now back on my radar after watching the SNL performance. The guitar and the bass is sick. Made me addicted. I bet she's gonna have so much fun performing this live again in concert. Like, blessed are those people who are going to get to experience her live in concert, because this song is such, literally, it's a killer. It's a killer, right? Like, it's exactly what it is. Okay. Killa, definitely going into upbeat, into Sexy Club Pony playlist. Zombie Boy is another one that is also, this one I always remembered from the get-go, and I think I had confused Killa for Zombie Boy. Like title, I was like, is Killa Zombie Boy or Zombie Boy? Yeah, so to me they're like brothers. Like, I know the vibes is a little different, but what I mean by they're brothers is that like they're both dance floor, groovy type of like, they make me want to do, you know, move and kind of like, and in an old school type of way, like 80s or like 90s, kind of like Zombie Boy, Guardian of Eden, and Killa kind of all have this like 80s like pop. It just automatically transports you to like an 80s movies dance scene. These are the type of songs that I imagine listening or hearing in the background. Like Zombie Boy, Guardian of Eden, and Killa, especially Killa. This is what I'm talking about, that pristine, like automatically, when I hear that, I see something. It's like I hear like chimes or like glasses or like glass wind chimes being hit with something, and it makes a sound. Like it automatically sounds that clear and like translucent to me. It's so interesting how like that sound can make that type of image. Like that's how good the production is. Like props up to like the producers. The spunk is so funny in the song. Hey, that part I think of like the main character almost like lending his hand out, like, hey, do you want to dance? Like he grabs the girl and then like they're like dancing or whatever. Like one of those scenes like in a 80s dance movie where your date is a little bit shy and you're like, you got her some punch, and then she's like, oh, I love this song, like great, and then you guys pull each other up and you guys are both doing the dance moves. Oh my goodness, Zombie Boy is it. Zombie Boy is it. Yeah, Sexy Club Pony playlist. Love Drug. This could be Romantic Night for Two, but I'm not gonna be biased because of the title, so I'm gonna hear it. Yeah, this is definitely not really like a romantic night for two, even though the lyrics is giving that. It's definitely more of a Sexy Club Pony playlist. Yeah, it's giving, you know, wanna dance my fears, all of my pain, addiction away. I just need a, you know, a hit of your love as a drug vibes. You don't want to think about nothing. You know, that's that song. So definitely, that's an easy one. That's actually really easy. Sexy Club Pony playlist, hands down. How bad do you want me? Okay, I'm torn about this one because I feel like it could be two. Like I think How Bad Do You Want Me can be Romantic Night for Two, but it's also a bop as well. And it's it's the most pop record on this album, I think, and there's been some people who didn't like it. Some people said, and in fact, I've already seen people compare this song to something that Taylor Swift would do. Just recently saw, and I'm on YouTube right now, they've already done like an AI cover mashup of like Taylor Swift's How Bad Do You Want Me with Lady Gaga on this song, because like people already feel like this song is such a Taylor Swift type of song. And even Lady Gaga said this is the most pop record. Like doing commercial pop, it kind of did make her feel weird to do this one, but she took it, in my opinion. This was also one of her vocal performance on this, people are not talking about. Like she went up 3 times, like after the bridge. Her vocals are insane on this pop record. Like she went up and up and up, and I was like, so that's why it's kind of like a little bit one of my favorite, kind of inspirational even for me, just as a singer, as like doing pop records like these, because like they're fun, but they're also like vocally challenging, and they're also like, they seem very light and hearted fun, but like vocally they're like a little bit daunting. But she killed it, she nailed it, she slammed it like Hulk smash all the way. She like completely nailed it out of the park. Like How Bad Do You Want Me is one of my faves. It's on my everyday playlist as well, where I just like go about my day, but it's also on my Sexy Club Pony playlist. I haven't put them on my Romantic Night for Two, but it's definitely gonna go for Romantic Night 2 as well. So let me know what you think this should go, either or do you feel like it should be like just only Sexy Club Pony playlist and not Romantic Night for Two? All right, so next is Don't Call Tonight. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot, and I kind of had to remember as well. Note choices and the melody in this one, so good. It's addictive. It is addictive. Every time I first hear it, I'm always like, oh, this song, I love it. And then I be like, yeah, I think it's I don't know why I keep forgetting like this song, but like, it's definitely one of my favorite. Like, Don't Call Tonight is one of mine. Definitely not a romantic night for two, but it is going into the moody one, the third one, which I feel like, as I said earlier, Disease and the other one, which one I said, which was earlier, Disease and Perfect Celebrity goes into, for sure. Perfect. A lot of the songs on this album are very upbeat, dance-worthy songs. Like, it doesn't even matter if they're not lighthearted or even if they're melancholy. Like, the way that this production is very upbeat. It's very driving. It kind of, the beat, the bass, the drums, it's like it's hitting so hard into you that it's kind of hard to kind of mellow and like pass out and think that this is like a romantic ballad type song. Like, I feel like that's the part that was like, ooh, that melody and that, love the choices on the verses for this song. Like, yeah. When something hits you that's so good like that, it's like, oh my goodness, I need a second. Like, Shadow of a Man. This is another song that I kind of forgot, but once I hear it, it makes sense. I'm gonna like it. I told you, like, almost all of these songs on this album is I love. There's not one that's like bad. It's just a matter of me, my short attention span. I've only been able to probably remember like 6, 7 songs because I'm just bad with names. This is definitely, I think, once again going to like the moody playlist. I definitely see this as a Sexy Club Pony play. Yeah, definitely Sexy Club Pony. But for me, because of the lyrics, it's a little bit deeper, kind of similar to Perfect Celebrity and even Don't Call Tonight. All of those like moody kind of like snap back, like sassy songs, I feel like they definitely deserve a separate playlist. So this is definitely going into the moody playlist. I'm gonna create a name for it, don't worry. I haven't created one, but I'm gonna create a name for it. And I probably might also post it in the community, my community notes, if you still follow me. And if you don't, please do subscribe so you can be posted and updated with the new playlist that's coming up. This is probably, I would say, the first ballad of this whole entire album. This is definitely going to Romantic Night for Two. It is more moodier, but it is more romantic. And honestly, it's kind of like a sex song. I feel like it's a sex song. When I first heard it, I was like, this kind of makes me... The effect it did on me was it's a little bit sexy. Not like sexy like with some random person. It's more of like with a lover, with your main lover. Like one of those nights where they're going through it and the only way that you can kind of like, they need some loving from you. Like, you need the love, they need the loving from you. They need some loving to help with some type of internal stress that they're going through. And it's kind of like, you can put it on me, literally, and relieve that stress, release that beast that's inside, you know? So that's how I took it. Yeah, I feel like it's like a good song for like alleviation for your main lover. For sure. That good couple sex. Blades of Grass is definitely a romantic night for two, especially when she was doing an interview and she was explaining like the meaning and how this song came to be with her husband proposing in the backyard, and like the blade of grass. You're hearing the lyrics, it matches it so perfectly, the story. Like, it's like, oh wow, like this makes sense how this song came about. And it's like, I don't need a big diamond ring. All I need is that wrap that blade of grass on this finger. Oh, beautiful and honest and raw, which explains the tone. I'm gonna shut up. The emotion, the lyrics, the tone, the honesty, and the rawness, it's just so... It's truly one of my favorite songs on this album. I think it's the most deeply emotional one. I think Die With A Smile is also a really just as good one. That's also a ballad, which everybody knows. Beast is the first ballad that I'm hearing on the album. Second right? Blade of Grass, definitely Romantic Night for Two. The last three, Blade of Grass, Beast, Die with a Smile, are all on Romantic Night for Two. Also not a coincidence because they're pretty much almost all three of them are ballad driven. They give ballad vibes. So here comes the ranking. Now, before I even get into it, I'm gonna give you a disclaimer. Please do not come for me in the comments. This is not about which one's better or the other. This is just personally like what my favorites are in terms of like what I like everyday listen to, and then also kind of like in terms of like setting my mood and like energy levels up. I guess gives me the most life, I guess you can say, like in terms of like my day. Number one, which is going to be, and I'm definitely biased, is Vanish Into You. Vanish Into You is number one. Vanish Into You is so good. I think second is Zombie Boy. Third is Yes, How Bad Do You Want Me? I would say also 4 is Abracadabra. 5, Garden of Eden. 5, I would say is Killa. And then I would say Don't Call Tonight. Then I would say Disease, Perfect Celebrity, and Blade of Grass. Actually, Die with a Smile, Blade of Grass, Disease. No, The Beast, and then I would say Love Drug. Yeah, Love Drug. Yep. They're all good. It's just a matter of just like what gives me like the most drive when I'm working out, or like when I'm like going about my day and X, Y, and Z and working and doing stuff like that. So, but Vanish Into You is number one right now. It wasn't even that, funny enough, it was How Bad Do You Want Me first, or Garden of Eden. I think Garden of Eden was first, and How Bad Do You Want Me then the Vanish Into You just went up. Like, it just completely like whoosh. And then Killa also went up too. So like, who knows? Like, this list is just my personal list of like what's interesting, and it could all just be dependent upon my vibe for the day, and also just like what season I'm in currently in my life. But for right now, this is the order. Anyway, thank you for listening. I am going to do more album reviews. I know they take a little bit more time, but I'm glad that you're here with me, and also that you're bearing with me. This is my first album review. I've never done one before, so thank you for experiencing this first with me. Day ones. Also, I'm gonna be releasing new music soon. Trying to Get Back is still out. I did remaster it, and you can see it right here. And then as for the 2 playlists, you will see it right here and right here. I'll also link it in the description below. And also I will be updating it as well. As we do new album reviews, I will be using those 2 as kind of like my barometer as to which ones they go into. And then I'm also gonna create a third one, because definitely like there's some songs that are some moody that I honestly feel like can't fit into either categories, and they deserve their own playlist. So that's what we're gonna do. Please definitely follow and please do subscribe, like, and share. I don't normally say this, but I know I should start saying this more often. And also follow me on all my social media, which is all down below. Thank you, and talk to you soon. Bye.